Tammy, you're chasing a story. There's a huge controversy brewing over a school board vote in Pascack Valley, which is in Bergen County, over a transgender bathroom.
Pascack Valley High School District passed a resolution on Monday evening allowing transgender students to use both bathrooms and locker rooms of the gender they identify with. Now, I was at this meeting, and let me just tell you, it got a little bit heated.
Much a hate group as what you called
the officer in the back room, this gentleman.
Now, there was also funny moments.
I want to say the locker room process, real quick, for people who think that phallic objects are chill. So, step one, you take off your shorts, keep your underwear on. That's a big step there.
Now, of course, after the vote, there were people that were very happy about this. I spoke to Kax, who is a freshman and a transgender student.
It really just made me realize how much support we really do have.
Here's the nuts and bolts of the new policy. Transgender students would be able to use the bathrooms, locker rooms, and the pronouns of the gender they identify with. The parents would not have to have part in this decision that the student makes. Carolee Adams, who's been fighting this policy for months, she's got some issues with this.
A boy born male can go into a girl's locker room, can go to a girl's restroom, can join a girl's sports team. You know, he could walk in with his penis showing and the girls in a bra and panties.
Now, there was a lot of discussion about people's junk, which made a lot of people uncomfortable last night. But this meeting, it actually went on for hours. Most of the students were for this policy, with the exception of two, and the parents seemed to be split. Now, the debate even carried outside. One parent got in a heated argument with Greg Quinlan from the Center for Garden State Families.
We're just going to step outside, and we'll conduct this outside, please. I'm very sorry.
Because a lawsuit was brought up several times last night, I'm suspecting that this is not going to be the last time that we hear about this policy, but it did pass 6-1. So for now, transgender students will be able to use the bathrooms, locker rooms, and the pronouns that they identify with, and this makes students like Blair Abney very happy.
It's a real wonderful thing to have this, to know that my school is behind me and supporting me.
We are joined by Holly Schapese. Now, Holly is a New Jersey legislator in the 39th District, and she's also a mom and a lawyer, but you've got kids in this school district, Holly, and you and I talked earlier about this. A couple issues came up when we were talking about this on the radio this morning, and that was parental notification and parents being involved in a decision like this.
This particular policy specifically states, in the event a child goes to school, tells a teacher, tells somebody, I identify as a different gender, but my parents don't know, from that point forward, the school is prohibited from having any discussions with the parents unless the child specifically authorizes it. We're not talking about college-age students. We're not talking about people who have reached the age of maturity under the law. We're talking about kids as young as 13 or 14 years of age. Unless you're actually saying that there's a risk of harm to the child, or a child's going to be thrown out of their house if the parents are notified about this and brought into the discussion, I think we've turned it upside down and onto its head, that parents aren't an integral part of this process.